Alright guys, it is Tuesday morning and today we are going to do the exhaust on Clydesdale. Pretty excited about that. But Davey bought a tip. Boy is he big!
Good Lord.
Davey bought a trash can. That's how big this thing is. That's way bigger than the one on beforehand.
Jeez. It'll work.
It'll work.
That's a drag it around.
That ain't true. Anyway, this is the tip we're going with apparently. I can't believe it's this big. I assumed it would be the size of the one that was on farmhand. But yeah. But that's what we're gonna do today. We are gonna have to run into town and get a 43-inch section of pipe to put in. So, and hopefully the diamond plate's in. So. We're gonna, well, actually we're waiting on them to call that our diamond plate's in so we can go get it, and then we'll go get the pipe, come back and put the exhaust together.
Hi.
Hi. You talking to Clutch or you talking to me?
I was talking to you. I thought you. Oh boy.
Oh, baby girl. Alright, so Davey got the exhaust all welded up. We got the tip on. Now we're going to see what it sounds like. Give her a little wah-wah. Alright, so we got the big pieces cut for the bottom of the bumper. Davey's putting them on now. We're going to have to add in some side pieces over here in a minute. I've got them measured out and drawed out. He's just got to cut them with the pliers, but he's using the welder, so I can't use the pliers while he's using the welder because of the plug. But he wanted to get this welded up before we worry about these side pieces. Alright, while Davey is finishing welding that up, I'm going to open the box we got in the mail today. I believe it is the new cab lights. I ordered them off of 4 State Trucks. That was the only place I could find them in stock. And they look more like the factory ones than any of the other ones I found online. Let's see what we got. And they're all amber because the ones on the truck, they're kind of faded, so. Oh yeah, look at them. Nice and shiny and new. Yes, son. Wait. Now I get to change out the cab lights and get them wired up. Now we know where to order our cab lights from. Like I said, we're having problems finding them anywhere else, so 4 State Trucks was the win. All right, guys, we got the bumper done and we went ahead and painted it. It definitely looks better.
Gonna save the cab lights for tomorrow. Load it up in the morning, take it to the exhaust shop. Hopefully we'll get the radiator plumbed. I hope he don't cancel on me again. He's already done that to me once, but his boy's house was hit by a tornado, so he's been helping them. But anyways, I think he's gonna be back to work tomorrow. Anywho.
We did get the exhaust done today and the tip on.
You showed him that already, didn't you?
Hopefully, if everything works out and we go to the exhaust appointment tomorrow, we will be driving it tomorrow, hopefully. Because after the exhaust appointment, it goes from there straight over to the glass shop to get the windshield put in. But I do think Davey wants to change the box in the back.
Too boxy, I don't like it. But we'll see.
Yeah, instead of doing that big box around the radiator, he's thinking maybe something else. Hasn't decided yet. But
I think the box is fine. I just need to make a design on it, like angle it or something.
just, yeah, because like,
Kind of cut it at a slant, maybe.
because you can see the box is actually taller than the radiator, so that takes out the rear view of the seeing backwards. So I don't know. We might change it, we might not. But that's gonna be it tonight. We're gonna call it a night, go in, shower, and cook dinner. See y'all tomorrow. All right, guys, it is Wednesday morning, and last night about what, 9:30, Davey got a message saying that our exhaust appointment for the radiator was canceled. So here we are, but we did go to town. I think we got a different way figured out to do it.
So his son's house got hit by a tornado, and he's been helping him put a roof on it. So that's the only reason. So I get it, but anyways, go ahead.
Anyway, so we went to town this morning, went to Napa, went to Davis True Value. We think we got another way to do it, and actually it's probably going to be a little bit better, I think. But we bought this silicone hose, and it'll run from the front to the back on both sides. It's probably going to be easier to bend around and stuff. And then we got, they're called on the internet, they're called water source adapters. We got those so we can adapt the silicone hose to the radiator hose on both ends, front and back. David's getting one. So. Anyway, so hopefully this works.
Anyways, we're gonna put the 2-inch over this end, put 2 clamps on it, and then the 1.5 inch silicone hose we got will go over this end. So these should adapt our radiator hoses to the silicone hose and go back, and we'll do it again the other way, radiator hose to the silicone hose. Anyway.
So hopefully that worked, because we still have a windshield appointment at 1 o'clock today. So we're gonna try to get this to work so Davey can actually drive it in, and I'll follow him. But anyway, we're gonna get started on that. So, All right, so we're gonna start on front. I'll kind of take y'all along with what we're doing because I don't think there's anywhere on the internet that kind of shows this. So we'll kind of take y'all along with it, kind of show you what we're doing. That way, if anyone else is having this issue, this is the route you can take. Good they fit tight. Where's the other one?
Fit ridiculously tight. Still gonna go off back there by the exhaust pipe.
That's your call. Yeah.
We can keep it close enough to the firewall for the top one. Do that.
Can you see it yet?
Well, I ain't even straightened this out yet.
Well, you got that turned ain't gonna allow me to come all the way.
What'd you say?
I got it.
It's your job to make it work. Whoa, you pulled it out of my hand.
Well, I had to get it where I could push it more. Got it.
Kinda. All right, hold up.
Okay.
I need clamps.
You're right beside you.
I got them.
All right. So we're running. I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but I ran the up through the bottom by the exhaust.
Holy crap.
Up here, Davey grabbed hold of it. Then I will run that back to the bottom of the bed and come up through the bed.
Oh, wow. Lithium.
It's hard to get out.
Today, Junior. Might have to heat that up. Ooh, really hard. All right.
Now we're moving back to the back.
Should have so run this before that.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you should have seen that. I did that. Bro, come on, man.
Do you want me to hand you that in so you can run it up?
Gotta do something, don't we? where it gets challenging. Get hold of it.
Yep, I got it now. It's tight though. Maybe too tight.
How much you got through there?
About probably 3 inches.
We'll keep going. Alright, make them to where the hoses are going to touch. Well, no, I lied.
Have to put that in.
We got to pull it all through. Got to pull all the slack out of it because we didn't cut it.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, you got one way to go.
Oh, here, to help me. That hole's way tighter than I thought it was going.
Alright, I'm on. Ready?
Yep.
Go. You going?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't quit on me now. Hold on. Hold on. I'm getting my kink back here. Go? Can you go?
Yep. Tell me when to stop.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
I got tight.
Keep going. All right, hold up.
Okay.
All right, go ahead some more. I'll go ahead and put this in the tank. All right, that's good. You know, if we'd have thought of this, we'd have been done. But we did not. So here we are. All right, pull that back a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
Not too much. Pull straight up. Don't push it. Pinch my blade.
All right, I got the dial down in here.
I need this in first because it was the hardest.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I don't know if you wanted to heat it.
I'm waiting on you to hand me stuff. I need 2-inch clamps. You didn't bring them, did you?
No, I did not. Holy mosey.
All right, heat it up a little.
You want to do a lithium grease on this one, too?
Wouldn't hurt. Ready, set, go. Come on, Charlie Daniels band. Get it in there. There we go. Go, 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 go. Twist, twist, twist. Twist and turn as you go. Other way. Twist on. Keep going. Push down.
I can't twist it.
About to the last one, so we got further than we did the top. Keep going here, about there. Oh! You got it!
Woo!
Good job, Herculiner.
That's rough on an old woman.
You are old.
I have to heat this end up too. See, it was pretty cool. It was a tight fit
A
already.
little one easier than the other one.
Might have to go up.
Wait, clamp. You're getting way ahead of yourself.
Way ahead. I was ready to go, son. Oh yeah, way better there. Yeah, if we would have thought about this last week, we'd have been driving this truck because he could have done the window last week. Well, Friday.
I know. It's way easier too.
I don't know if y'all can see that.
Now underneath.
That hose is in the way. But
I need a lot of clamps underneath. Put this where it needs to go. Not clamps,
but it's working so far. We're gonna do the other side now. All right, we had to drill another hose because this one is on the outside of the frame and the bend ain't gonna work from underneath, so we had to move it over. So Davey's gonna run the hose up to me and I'll pull it through and then we can connect them.
cut it.
We got all the hoses ran and hooked up. Davey is going to start filling it up now with antifreeze. It's going to be a slow process. It's probably going to hold about 7 gallons, we believe. I am going to start putting a different rubber hose around it in different spots where it might touch metal at, just to secure that hose and make sure it's not going to rub holes in it. Kind of show you what we got going on up here. Off the top, off the motor, that's what it looks like. These are called water source adapters. We showed y'all those. That's how we're holding ours, the two hoses together. Radiator hose. This is a heater hose. It's a silicone hose. We got it in Napa, a big roll of it. Very expensive, but I think it works better than the exhaust would have anyway. It runs through there. The bottom hose comes out on the radiator hose, and then we have it attached to another water source adapter here, attaching to the silicone hose, running down inside the frame, along the frame, along the other one, and then when they get back here beside the bed, they split. One goes through here, the other one gut wraps and goes around over the tank and up into the bed. Slow process of bleeding the system. That's what we use this for, to get all the air bubbles out. We fill it up through here and through the top radiator hose. Just how we've had, really lucky I guess you would say, but just how we help it from not getting an air bubble in the system. Alright guys, so Davey drove it down the road. It got warmer than we wanted it to get. There is still an air pocket in the cooling system. We've got to get that figured out, but we are running out of time and we got to get it down to the glass shop. So we're gonna throw it on the trailer, get it down there, get it dropped off. He'll probably have it done in a few hours. We'll go pick it up, bring it home, and try to get that blood out so we can test drive it today. All right, she's loaded down and ready to go. So we decided to straighten out the center link on the Dodge D200. We got that straightened out. We went ahead and re-bled the brakes and all that, got them working again. Now we're gonna time it just to get it running better. So Davey's loosening up the distributor cap now. because it is way out of time by the timing marks. And then hopefully we can drive it down the road and see how it steers now. Alright, we got it timed, running better. Hopefully, we're gonna try to drive it down the road again since we got the steering bar kind of straightened out and stuff. See what happens. Clydesdale done, so we're gonna go get it with farmhand. All right, we're at the glass shop. We got Clydesdale on the trailer with farmhand. We're gonna go home and try to get the coolant system bled out so we can run it down the road.
Fail.
All right, guys, that was a complete fail. So farmhand overheated because we blew a radiator hose, and we were about, what, 8 miles from the house? 8 miles. So we stopped, unloaded Clydesdale, went ahead and ran it home. It still got warmer than we wanted, so it probably still got an air bubble. Went back with the white dolly and picked up farmhand, got it home. We're gonna have to replace the radiator hose on it, and we're gonna have to figure out the whole, air bubble, whatever's going on with Clydesdale. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but we're gonna get to trying to figure that out real quick.
Finally got the air pocket out of it. Took off the hose that goes to the heater core, and it blowed steam out for probably 10 seconds while the truck was running and already up to 210. And then it finally shot out antifreeze. I shoved it back on, come up here, and went from 210 to 150 just like that. I think we got, and we let it sit here and run another 10 minutes just checking. It never got over 180. So I believe we got the air pocket out. But it's getting late in the day. I don't know what we're gonna do. Anyways, we found out a new, you tell them about that?
No, I haven't yet.
We found out a new thing. When we was driving this home, we got here, it smelled like burning rubber. The inside 35 is rubbing the leaf spring. So we got these little spacers here. We're gonna shove them on the inside, get it off the leaf spring, and we gotta hook up the cab lights.
That'll probably be tomorrow's project.
Probably be tomorrow's project. We might put these on here in a minute, just because. Are you tired yet?
No, I'm good to go. Run it down the road and see, and make sure everything else is good.
We can do that tomorrow too.
I want to do it tonight.
You got to drive it 5 miles.
Boy.
We was worried about it getting too hot, but
yeah.
Anyways,
that took the fun out of it.
We did get to drive it 5 miles to the house while it had the air pocket, so it was getting hot on us. It got up to about 230 by the time we hit the driveway. Stayed about 210, and then as we come off the hill, I was gagging it pretty hard to try and hurry up and get home, so it got up about 230 right as I shut it off. But anyways, then we had to go pick this up, and it blowed a radiator hose, so yeah, we got to fix that now too.
Yeah.
Anyways, I believe we got it to stop overheating, so that's a huge plus on our book.
Now to put these spacers on and take it for a drive.
We'll see.
right, guys, it is Wednesday evening, about what, 7:30 probably?
7:20.
7:20. Hey, I was close. Anyway, we finally got the coolant system bled and got the air bowl out of it. That was exciting stuff.
Tomorrow we're gonna jump on, get new cab lights put on, wired up, dash pad put in, and hopefully secure. With the windshield off, I took it up the road and then dash pad decided to try and blow and hit me in the face. That was fun.
There is a windshield in it now. It's just so freaking clear. It's like not having a windshield.
It's still like driving without a windshield, but
yeah, it won't stay that clear for long.
no, it's bug season.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty awesome. Yeah. Runs and drives like it did when it was a Dodge, except bigger tires. You can tell they're on there.
Cold AC.
Does have cold AC. That's one thing we wanted to keep.
That's one thing we don't have in any of our old trucks is AC because, you just really don't need it half the time. But it's cool we finally got one that we kept it. And a box.
Yeah, we're gonna design the box different. We're gonna use that box, but I think I'm gonna cut a swoop in it, make it swoop down, and then maybe put some mesh over it, some thick mesh to try and hide a little bit, paint it black.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll figure something out to make it look a little better than it does, because it's
too boxy.
It's too boxy and it's an eyesore right now. We knew it would be, but it is way too much of an eyesore. And
I do think if being boxed in like it is gonna not keep it as cool as we want. Yeah. So if we do like an angle, like he said, and do that mesh on it, it's gonna allow air to flow in the front too, and not just under the back of it. But that's pretty much it for.
We got the wheel spacers on.
Oh yeah, we did.
So the 5 miles we drove it, and I drove it probably a mile without the windshield in it, and got back, I smelt rubber. Drove it 5 miles home when we had to come get that truck because that one blew the radiator hose, farmhand blew the radiator hose. Anyway, we're like, man, something's burning. And I looked under it and the tires were rubbing the leaf springs. So we put a 1/2-inch spacer in there, got them away. But we're slowly getting it there. Maybe by tomorrow evening, if it ain't raining. The reason I say raining is because we did not have room for a windshield wiper motor. We were going to try Rain-X eventually, but we ain't got any yet. Yeah. But if it ain't raining tomorrow, we're gonna probably try and drive to town, make a couple laps, just check, make sure everything's there. But anyways.
Yeah, pretty excited about that.
Dab.
But who dabs? But anyway, that's probably gonna be it for this video. And thanks for watching, guys, and please like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all later.